Founded in 1993 as a collaboration of 17 independent telcos, CNI has expanded its services to include network operations, call center capability, IPTV Headend, CALEA, and software as a service. Through its subsidiary, the Independence Fiber Network, it provides data transport services in Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, and really through the world, thanks to its relationship with Inditel. Today, we're going to talk to Luke Burkhart about some of its services. And before we do that, let's talk about the motivation for these 17 and now, as I understand, 22 operators to start CNI.
So ComNet was formed back in '93, as you mentioned, with the initial purpose was to develop a SS7 solution to compete with AT&T at the time for our members here in Ohio. And we were able to do that and give them an alternative that was cost effective for the SS7 services. And then we've really just been service focused ever since on this, with CNI and its members. We started with that first service, down in the 90s. The internet comes around and everyone's like, this is going to take up some access lines. How do we get on it? How do we start to do that? So we developed the solution here in Ohio called BrightNet. And then, we had that solution for dial-up and internet. Broadband came around and providing call center solutions and those kind of things. And then we just said in 2000, the early 2000s, everything we're doing for our shareholders, we can do for people all over the United States.
So why don't you talk about the 5 core services that CNI offers?
There's the 5 core services. One of our core services that's growing a lot right now is our video solution, where we're providing virtual head ends and the ability to get multicast video signal from us, or through a partnership with Minerva, we also have the adaptive bitrate streaming solution. Besides the video, CALEA, trusted third party, which is that legal, subpoenas, tapping, all that fun stuff that those local law enforcement agencies like to do every once in a while. What that allows us to do is we're able to provide that solution so that we can be that trusted third party, and we handle those taps for our partners, and we take care of the communications between their core network and the FBI or other law enforcement agencies. We give them a peace of mind knowing that that's going to be taken care of, and they won't have to be subject to the fines that occur from the FCC if you're not able to provide that when required. The next big one is our affiliate services, or our full suite of services of call center and network operations, and the authentication and mail hosting, web hosting, all that kind of ISP in a box type solution, with our call center really focused on customer experience, integrating our ticketing systems with other people's ticketing systems and billing systems to have a unified solution. The idea is that when our partners' customers call in, we'll be as close to being from their office as we can be without physically being from their office, right? We want it to be seamless to the end user. And same in the network operations center. If, on the network operations center, or that remote knock for overflow after hours, or even 24/7 if needed. It's a tier 1 provider like a Verizon or T-Mobile or AT&T calling in, whether it's our own network or whether it's a network we're doing knock services for. We want it to be as seamless as possible, so that way we're working those tickets, or we're helping troubleshoot those networks or those end users, being as close to that existing customer as we can be, showing the best customer experience in a seamlessness type of deal. The call center, the network ops, all that back end ISP in a box type items, along with the video and the CALEA, and it allows us to really be, a one-stop shop for all things, internet broadband provider.
Just to clarify, an operator doesn't have to be a CNI shareholder to be a customer, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, actually, we started with 17 shareholders here in Ohio. Then, through the years we grew, and we're now 22 shareholders, 21 ILECs, and 1 electrical co-op. And then we've grown beyond that. So like I mentioned earlier, in 2000, we said, everything we were doing here for our shareholders, we can do outside of Ohio. We kind of grew naturally into Michigan and the Great Lakes region. I started here at CNI back in 2006 and 2006. And then what we've done is, we've started doing some national shows and started to kind of get out there and advertise a little bit more. And we're now in 22 states besides Ohio, helping cable providers, electrical co-ops, municipals, other telephone companies and communications companies, broadband providers all over the nation, to be able to, some just call center services, some Knox, some a combination of two, and some it's that full ISP in a box back end. And it's really, we try to customize it to do, to just make sure that those that we work with, we customize that service to be what they're needing and not a bunch of extra bells and whistles type of deal.
Well, this has been a great overview, Luke. I look forward to continued conversations about some of the specifics of what you offer. So thanks again for being on VOD TV.
I appreciate the conversation, and I look forward to some of the deeper conversations, going to more in depth into some of our different services as well.